Hello.
Hi.
Hey. Yeah, so yeah, there was a lot of names, and we were missing something in every name. It's just yeah, I can't even remember. A lot of like yeah, Cruz, Cancas, Bantons, blah 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 blah, and then I somehow tried to connect Jamaica and Croatia, and I it's just
Talk. Okay. Little interaction. We have some people in the chat room. Okay, Mirna Mandic says hello. AmpliFyah Music says whoa. Marco, whoa. Okay.
Cromaicanz! Ili Cromacija, do tog ćemo isto
bomb.
Okay, more fire in the comments because things are getting hot. Continue, guys.
Hot.
Bomb. Yeah, so yeah, man.
Poklad.
Okay, so yeah, back to our name. Yeah, back to basics. And I needed picture for one of my private WhatsApp chats, and I tried to actually draw how would it look like on a map that I put up Jamaica and Croatia, and then I was like staring at that, and I was like, Croatia, Jamaica, Cromaica, and I sent them like, what do you mean about Cromaica? And again, we were missing something, and then Sarah said, or I think it was you, she was like, but what about Cromaicanz? So we are like, part of the Cromaica thing. And like, okay, I dig that. And we came up with Cromaicanz, yeah. Long story short.
Yeah. But cool name.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool name.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, you can really like understand
Understand
what's
what
about.
is.
You can understand idea.
You can take it as a Cromaica is a country, Cromaicanz is a nationality.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, and we wanted to make up a word that doesn't exist. Because there is a lot of squads, like she said, squad, crew, something, I don't know, skunkas, bantams, yeah. Cromaicanz, everybody's like, what is that? You're gonna find out.
Dig it. If you don't dig it, don't bother. Huh? I'm kidding. Okay.
So where do you perform normally when it's not Corona time? Where do you dance? Where
Let's
people
try
can
to
see?
remember.
Where do you have fun?
Well, actually,
Lana loves to perform in the bathroom.
In the kitchen.
On a bathtub.
and all kinds of parties. Parties are our thing, actually.
We actually organized a couple of parties. The first one was the first one in Brvnara? No? That
I
was...
can't remember, honestly. Pločnik or...
There were a couple of parties organized, yeah, and it was really... Yes.
I would say that party comes with us. Where we go, it's gonna be a party. Like we are walking on the street. Yeah, we are walking on the street. There is a little.
Okay, I have an idea. Okay, Anja and I, we do a show, and you dance.
Okay.
But okay, we need to do 2 shows because I need to make you a little.
Like now, let's do it now.
No. Let me explain, please. I can explain.
Explain yourself.
Okay, we need to get both in uncomfortable situations. So one set is going to be strictly dancehall set.
Okay.
And the other set is going to be dub reggae set. Okay?
That's comfortable, super comfortable.
Okay.
This is like a challenge.
It's not?
We're going to dub reggae parties all the time.
Okay, but do you have moves for dub reggae party?
We made that part.
Okay. I cannot even get close. It's hot.
That's why you have to share, right?
Yeah. What do you think about that, huh?
I think that's a great idea.
We can do
And
something,
that brings
yeah.
us to one thing. We're not just like dance hall enthusiasts. We support and love Jamaican culture in general.
Yeah, this is what I want to
So dub,
talk.
reggae, let's do
I
it.
really want to talk about this
Yeah.
also because another thing, maybe some people will ask you why Robbie called you to the podcast. This is what I want to explain to the world, that it's actually the whole reggae thing. It's the whole thing, you know. It comes, you know, from ska to
Exactly.
to today's modern dancehall or modern steppers. Everything is, for me, is the same. You know, there is trash everywhere. So if I like the Jamaican culture, I like it. So yeah, this is what I want to support through my music, and also I see you support their culture. So actually, my next question is, how did you fall in love with this? What was the first thing, except Josipa, and big shout out to Josipa if she's watching. I just want to hear from you what kind of got hooked for you. What was the first thing that hooked you on dancehall dancing? Not maybe just listening tune, but why did you want to dance? Did you see some videos or what?
Okay, I can start first, I guess. I didn't have that one thing like, I love this.
Okay.
But what I remember is that I grew up on hip hop and R&B mostly, and rock and roll and heavy metal. But okay, that's another story. That's
Another podcast.
I had two older brothers, so yeah, I had to listen
Okay,
to it.
super.
But yeah, I realized that every time when I'm at the party, when Sean Paul's song is playing, that I start to act a little different.
Little.
Then I dance more, then I jump, then I start to act crazy, and then I really feel amazing.
The vibes,
So maybe
okay.
these are the beginnings for me that I wasn't even aware of.
Okay.
Uh,
Connection through hip hop and R&B.
Exactly.
Okay. Because these couple
and
of.
hip hop came from Jamaica, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's connected really.
Yeah.
And then in 2000 and I think 16.
Jelka would know.
Jelka would know. Jelka is a person for years. I think 2016 I joined the group that
Okay.
Josipa was training. Andrea told me about it. She was training there already. And that 1 year was me getting familiar with the dance hall somehow. But when I actually fell in love with it was in 2017 when I traveled to New York and spent there 3 months.
Okay. So you saw it.
I really saw it. I
Okay.
wasn't in Jamaica. I'm not
But
yet.
there is a big Jamaican
But
community.
I was hanging out with Jamaicans.
Yeah, in New York
mostly.
is big Jamaican.
Yeah,
community.
I was living in Bronx for 3 months, so that's really a lot of Caribbean community
Someone
there.
got street credit.
Bronx, no, I'm kidding. Yeah, and I was really starting to. There, I started to realize that dancehall is just not a dance; it's a culture. It has a story. It has everybody has a different role in that story, and I realized there that actually I didn't realize anything. People explain it to me literally, like don't overthink. When you hear the bass line, just move. If you're feeling it, you're dancing dancehall. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, because brought a lot of overthinking with me from Croatia. It's how we're, taught here, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was attending some dancehall classes there, and I was really overthinking a lot. And then few people like Blaka de Dansa, he really affected my dance journey a lot. And Mickey from Overlook's Cromaicanz, he told me like, stop thinking. I see that you're enjoying, you got the grooves, just enjoy. And that is when I actually fell in love with dancehall.
Okay.
That's it.
I would say that's like the most important rule. Don't think. Like when we have people that want to dance with us and I don't know, come to our classes or whatever, we just say, do not think. You know, just try to feel it and like go with the flow.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so people can come to your classes, so you can tell to everybody.
Yeah.
Invite everybody.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Where?
Everybody is welcome.
Come.
we're gonna speak about it later, but maybe now, if anybody else wants to say something.
Yeah. Another one's journey, another one's Juicy, 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 juicy.
While they're thinking, I'm just gonna add of what she just said about overthinking. I'm actually a professional overthinker, and the only only time when I actually don't do it is when I dance hall.
Okay,
So for me, it's like
relaxation for your
it's
mind.
a therapy. It's a serious therapy. So I dance. I just saw my shrink. That's it for me.
She's the only one actually who has notes right now, right here for this occasion. So yeah, you know how much of overthinker she is.
Yes.
When you talk about therapy, that's why I fell in love with dancehall, because for me it was a therapy. Because we will also talk about it, I presume, later. But in dancehall, dancehall, you have more types, let's say, of dancing. You have, for example, Badman, which is more like, let's say, a male energy style where you dance with guns. And that style for me, for example, when I started dancing dancehall, I was very angry back then. It really helped me with this anger. And this is also why the dance started in the streets, because there is so much criminal happening and everything. And actually, Badman style of dance was helping them to get over it, but without the actual guns, but just dancing it out. And also, it affected, I think, everyone around the world. When you feel some anger or something, or you have some statement to say, you dance Badman. And also there is a female style, which is again gentle and very loving, and well, you have a couple of female styles, right? You have male, you have female, and you have dancehall queen and raw and smooth. But for
Daggering,
example,
that's a move. That's not a style.
That's another podcast.
True.
True. So we won a part 2 already, huh?
part 3, we already said part 2. Yeah. 8. 8 needs to be 8 forever. And then, for example, in female smooth, it's very female, it's very smooth, it's very loving. Even the names of the steps in dancehall, every step has a name. It's very loving. It's like, it's all about loving yourself and caring yourself and tender touch. And
But also having an attitude, sexy body girl. I don't know, clap yourself. It's like, yeah.
So that also can help women, because women can only dance women's style, female styles, to love their bodies and start loving themselves. So it's kind of a therapy for me, but also like clap yourself and other kind of steps are also super fun. So you have fun, you have therapy, you have all the emotions going through you, you have loving yourself. For me, it's just such a therapy. Generally, dance is therapy, but through dancehall is just some other like portal of.
And also, it's physical. Actually, when you look this, you need to stay fit. Yeah, for sure. For this kind of dancing, it's really.
But it comes naturally if you're dancing. A lot of dancehall. Yeah, all the right places get filled.
My sister was a professional dancer actually, and she was dancing for this dance group called Roxy. You heard
familiar,
of Roxy?
very familiar.
It was like I think the first Croatian modern hip hop. It was a guy, I think. I think he's not with us. He was the guy who made this. I think he was named Flor Kila. I'm not sure. I think it was his. And all this kind of hip hop. And my sister also was teaching, so girls.
What's her name?
No, you don't know her for sure. And she's quite older. So and it was in the 90s. So yeah, so it was. It was a long time ago. So I really like what you do. And also what kind of comes, I think you were saying something about, I think I feel the same thing. You also notice something, what I want to say actually, this is what you do, it's quite exotic. It's something that we are not used to hear. So you actually accepted all this culture and everything when you started. You kind of understand it and you are kind of good with it, and you or you have some kind of this is what actually my big what I want to do. You have your visions, or do you kind of agree with everything in this dance hall?
I didn't understand a lot of things in the beginning, honestly. Yeah, only thing I did understand was female style, but not too raw female style, but the loving one that she mentioned. And let's say the happy vibes and everything. I kind of didn't understand this.
Okay,
And
this is my question. This was my question.
I really didn't understand why you have to use guns to be able to dance, actually. But I got the answers in New York as well.
Okay.
There was one funny story when I was going to a party, and there was my friend that is from Jamaica. He grew up there, and he just moved to New York. And at one point, I saw that he has a knife in his pocket. I was like, huh? Typical European white girl reaction. Oh my God, you have a knife, why? And then he explained, like, listen, I'm from Jamaica. I'm very glad that you're not used to this. That's very nice. But this is part of my lifestyle. I'm not planning to stab anyone. But I had to, in order to protect myself, I had to carry this every day in school. Because in Jamaica, especially the downtown parts, you're not protected by someone. You have to ensure yourself. So he just said, I'm very sorry if you're not comfortable with this, but I'm not planning to do anything, any shit, you know? But I'm
It's just for protection.
Protection, I'm used to this, and I have to carry it with myself. Okay, then I started to really understand a little bit more what is happening, because it's not just dance, it's a culture. So they're expressing their everyday life through dancing.
And yes, and the culture, what I feel from my side, I feel that the culture which they kind of grew on, it's reflected through dance.
Yes.
It's like you said, the Badman thing, it's kind of, this is what really got me thinking, yeah. So they're kind of talking
They're
with,
reflecting
yes.
Yeah.
in their true lives, but they're reflecting what they see in their lives, and like
Similar like MCs, but dancing.
exactly,
Am I
they're
correct?
talking with the
Expressing
movement.
Yes.
themselves,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
expressing rather better to go to the I thought like to say better to go to the dance party or to dance with the crew than to go to some gang and actually shoot. Then they rather shoot with the fingers and express this maybe feelings, those frustrations in the that is like building in the for years in Jamaican culture, and now in their lives.
And like names of the steps of the most of moves in dance hall are inspired by everyday life. So like, for example, you see a gas. We were just talking about it. So you are walking in the street and you see gas, and they're like, gas is going, and they literally gotta dance, yes, because that gas is going, and that's like a dance move.
Okay.
A lot of moves is based just on that, like everyday life thing they see, they go through.
Yeah, and maybe I noticed that every song kind of has its own dance. Am I kind of correct?
Also by the names, a lot of songs are named by the dance. And and like when there is a party and for example, there is a song, guess who would say, and there is a party and they play that song, everybody on the party are doing gas. That everybody's doing it, in their own style.
They cannot. It will not be that you are a dancehall dancer or the dancehall culture and the guest starts and that you do, I don't know, maybe log on because there's a log on song. So you will really, really follow those rules and feel the song, and all the people on the party will dance the same step.
And it's cool because those are all steps, and it's cool because they're easy, they're easy to catch, and that's what it is about, so everybody can catch it, your grandma, your mom, your dad, whoever, just to get the vibe.
The groove. It's the groove.
Can you show us some more moves and what are the names, the basic ones?
Maybe I play. Maybe I play one tune.
And we dance.
And you maybe do the dance. Huh?
Okay. No, and we will.
Let's not embarrass ourselves now.
Do some easy. We're babies,
Bunch of new
Maybe while we are waiting, or maybe
You talk, let me find.
Let's just talk about the first creator of the steps,
Oh,
and
yes.
Bogle,
Yeah.
and the first dancehall step. Actually, maybe
Father
we can show
Bogle.
that, and
What's
then
the name of the first dancehall step?
Oh.
First dancehall step is Della move, but Bogle was the man who actually started, let's say, modern era of dancehall. He's the one who started to give names to the moves. By then, people were dancing in the streets, and people didn't think about what are they actually doing, what does this mean, what does that mean. But people were just dancing, and Bogle was the one who was actually thinking, okay, if I'm doing, I don't know, something that is very significant for my movements, I'm gonna give it a name because this is mine. But this is also something that is Jamaican. I want the world to know about this, that this is from Jamaica, that this is from Kingston, this is from me, from my crew, blah blah. So yeah, Bogle is a father of dancehall, and Bogle move was created in 1989 actually, and he just started to create a lot of moves. They're all kind of, how can I describe it? Flow. It's very flowy. That part of dancehall is called actually flow dancehall because everything is really, it's connected. It's not like you do something then you stop. It's his
It
own
looks
style.
easy. It looks easy. It looks
Yeah.
like you hear just, chill.
Yeah.
And when you try to actually learn that and like go, it's like, whoa.
You can play later if you want. You can play Bogle from Buju Bantan.
Do you want me to do it now?
Yeah, that's
But
Or
we're
do you
doing
want to
steps.
do-
We're doing a step game now.
I found the tune what I want to play.
Yeah.
okay. You
Okay,
can
I
play.
play the tune. You this.
You can play.
Play, play.
Not a mercy. Not a mercy. Why? The girl them say me voice sweet like honey. Big up me big friend, you know that the sun.
Lord have mercy.
Not a mercy. You just lean with it, rock with it, hot funk with it. Not a mercy. You just lean with it, rock with it, hot funk with it. Not a mercy. You just lean with it, rock with it, finger snap with it.
Lord have mercy.
You just lean with it, rock with it, hot funk with it. A mercy, but me say who tell me that no the girl named Shelly. She a dance and a roll her belly. The lean house now have time for watch telly. Send me some Red Bull and
Guinness and belly.
Okay. So I actually recently was I was attending a lecture. It was a middle school lecture where creator of the hot wook, Daima
Okay.
Attitude, was there.
Okay.
And actually somebody asked her like, what is the actual step? There is no step.
It's the fingers,
it's
yeah.
this and the face.
I know
and
everything.
the face.
I know
It's
about
face
this too.
and this.
Yes.
Because
This was my question because in the video they're going
yeah.
like this. They're going like.
Hot, yeah, hot look.
So it's hot like lava in AmpliFyah studio.
Oh, this is a sad question.
Candidate, right?
Robbie,
What?
we're waiting for you.
What?
She asked if we had a male member. This is the sad part of it.
No.
I think
No pressure, but we are waiting for you.
Yeah.
No. I know.
we're just seeing your
I just do it on parties, yeah.
That's it.
That's
It's how we started.
We have to party into same
Yeah.
every Saturday.
We did the same thing.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. But
Let's change the topic.
I also like to watch, so and play music. So
Sarah,
look at
since
this.
you mentioned, there is something happening.
no, I don't drink.
Maybe we can explain.
I cannot really.
Okay, we'll put the water for this. But you need to share yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, this is very important part of our thing, like, you know, ceremony, yeah. Thank you.
So we hold hands. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, we can continue.
So
You wanted to add
very
something.
nice luck, yeah.
You see.
And you need to see the
This is crow part in
Dobra
Cromaicanz.
volja,
Okay.
Goodwill,
jako alkoholno piće.
strong alcohol
only
drink.
domestic drinks, domestic Croatian
Rakija.
drinks.
Samo se jako stavimo.
Malo meni, a little bit. For a little gal.
Little gal.
Little gal.
Little gyal.
Ok, ali do kraja. Ono, ne do kraja. Ne,
Kao do kraja pijemo.
Nije
Opa.
rakija za ono. Samo slav.
Nazdravljamo čemu?
Živjeli.
Cheers to dance hall.
To the sound system culture.
Yes, and this
to the,
connection,
okay,
and to this connection.
To the culture, okay?
Yes.
To the culture.
Now let's talk.
Okay, since we, maybe we, because I'm sure there is a lot of people who don't know about the basics of dancehall. Maybe we can talk about eras, since you were talking about mid, old, you know, and also female and male, and the difference and why is it important.
Tell us.
You can stop me at any time because I could talk about this for
Facts. We have to stop.
for minutes,
We can-
for hours, for
Half an
days.
hour.
Yeah.
No, but actually,
Yes.
okay. So today we have dance hall, but it all started from back then. It was Kumina, then it was Brookings, Mento, ska, rocksteady,
Yes.
then reggae, and then dance hall.
Yes.
So
Even
those are the
something was
Before.
between reggae and dancehall. There was some stuff. No.
no, you mean
No.
between reggae and dance hall?
Yes. You're talking music-wise or dance-wise?
Music-wise, actually. I mean,
It was early digital. It was digital.
yeah,
It was
because
Rabadab. Rabadab was the biggest
Exactly.
actually
yeah,
intro to the dancehall scene
Yeah.
because MCs started to not talk, not toast.
toast. Ah, you
Then
mean-
they started to kind of do it faster.
Mm-hmm.
So the guys like Ika Mouse started skating because this
Yeah.
the thing what is Ika Mouse is doing is calling skating like
Mm-hmm.
the guy, if you know this, I'm a scat man, ski pa pa pa
Mm-hmm.
pa. It's the same thing, but Ika Mouse is billet bong bong dong dong dong
Yeah,
dong ding ding ding
exactly.
ding ding sang ding 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 ding
Yeah.
ding nešto da-
Yellow man and yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
this
that's
is really
true.
important. Sorry for it, but I just
No,
want to
that's a
say
good
that
ad, yeah.
Rabadab is kind of the
Yeah.
thing where it all got mad.
Yeah, and actually, old school dancehall has there are 3 eras for now. We have old school, middle school, and new school.
Mhm.
But old school has 2 eras in itself. So you have 80s, you have 90s, and then it lasts until 2012.
Yes.
And usually every 10 years, let's say, the era changes. It's not changing because somebody says, okay, now we are changing the era to, I don't know. But actually,
I
music
think
changes.
it's the global change, what is happening globally.
Exactly,
Like
yeah.
what we can also say that now trap, it's really influencing dancehall music
Yeah.
a lot because trap is kind of actual in the world. But you know what? I just want to explain, maybe if you're asking why. I saw this video friend actually send me. You know who is Sly Dunbar?
Not at this point, but
Sly and Robbie. You know who are Sly and Robbie? You know who is Black Uhuru? Okay, girls, next
kids.
podcast schooling, okay? Okay, Sly Dunbar is it's the best rhythm section ever. Maybe 90% of the songs that you're dancing or know, which are from 90s, 2000s, they played it. They're the biggest, and he's the biggest drummer today. And when they had the interview, he's the top superstar of Jamaica, just for you to know. He's the biggest, the toppest. And the interview in the 90s was, Sly, okay, you're the best drummer, but who are you listening to? He said Michael Jackson. So this is why I'm saying, because and they ask him why, because he's the best now in the world. Trap is now the most successful, so everybody follows. And this is what I love about Jamaica, because they always do a twist to it. And I like it. And they always stay original, from the flows, vocals, and even to the dancing. And this is what makes it separate from the other world. Because when you see like some kind of good video, you see also a good group dancing. Yeah? So what do you think? This misses in Croatia? There is nothing like this in Croatia happening? Or there is producers who are calling you to dance on...
You dance for music videos?
a little bit, but more, I would say, for the upcoming artists that are not even from Croatia, because dancehall is not understood here.
This is what I just want.
Because we still come to the parties and people look at us, what the fuck?
They don't even know that they need us.
Yeah.
We have a theory. We have a theory that everybody needs dancehall. They just don't know it yet.
Yes.
But really, it's kind of it's liberating. Really, it sets you free. Yeah.
It makes you move because of the rhythm and the groove, for sure, and it gives something. Yeah, it gives, like you said, and this is really what will stay in my mind. They're kind of channeling through this, and they're also channeling, like you said. They're like the culture. People don't understand it a bit. You know, they come from nothing. They come from nothing, and what do they have? They can only do expressions. You know, I love this music because all of these artists and musicians and vocals, and they were expressing their feelings through the situation. And now when talk to you, I feel now I understand that dancing is the same. You also there expressing. If the move has its own why, then you know there's a story behind it, and I like it. And what I would like that I don't know on your classes are younger generations attending. How is this?
Well, the youngest people I think are, I don't know.
There are some younger, but yeah, I don't know. I would say not a lot. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know.
Depend on what you think it's young, because it's relative.
High school.
High school. There are some high school.
Few girls are in high school.
This is super.
Yeah.
I started even before that. I was in elementary school. How you call it? Yeah.
Kindergarten.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
For real, like, because I have a 9-year-old sister, and she, older than me. Older. Sorkač. 9 godina je starija od mene. Yeah, so dancehall was just, in the house. That was it. I didn't know what she's doing. First, that music was extremely boring to me, because I was always, I would always hear the same beat. I had no idea, because I was young. I was younger, way younger, and I was like, what? And then when I got older, she was taking me, I don't know, to masters or whatever. I hope police is not watching this, because I was like 14 when I went there.
What did your parents say about working? Huh?
She's going with her. And I got there, I was like, I was like, literally the smallest person out there. I remember there was, oh my God, I don't know if I should talk this. There was one black dude, and I'm sorry, I'm sorry, but here black people are really not common. And in Masters, we were there.
Brother.
Yeah, and we got there, and I was hyped because I knew what music is going to be, and I was all about dancehall in that time, because I got wiser, and and I got there, and okay, cool. I knew those girls, Josip and girls who were dancing, and I was in my little corner, like feeling music and blah blah. I was not like that. I was not like that. I was like, oh yeah, I love music. Oh yeah, cool. But I'ma just dance a little. And then this guy, came from my back, and he was like, I want to dance with you, And I was like, cool, but I don't want to dance with you, Like, this is awkward, and I'm scary, and I'm literally, I remember pulling my sister, like, please save me, please save me. And what she and her husband did, she was like this, and I was like, save me, And she was like, yeah, get there. And she just continued. And I was like, yeah, that was cooling. And then it was like, okay, we danced. And then
there's a dance.
yeah, and there's a dance. Like, you want it, you don't want it, you dance. But, I was scared because I was really young. But it was not something he would do to me or anything, It was just random person, huge, black. I was like, what? For real. It was literally like that,
This explains a lot of things now. Just like your first dance was with, like, our brother.
With a brother from another mother.
Yeah. So yeah, that was cool.
I have so many questions. Anja, if you want to ask something, you can ask. But yeah, this vulgar type of thing, how do you call it? Yeah, raw. Okay. Raw. We like raw dubwise, I like raw dubwise. What about raw dancehall? Yeah. How did you accept this?
And the sexist lyrics and this vulgar lyrics. What do you think
I would
about
say
that part?
I would say personally, it's on you. You can accept it. You don't have to accept it. Have your limits. And it's about that. If we do choreography and lyrics are so explicit, and someone says, "I don't want to dance to this because of what is he saying," cool. Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
You don't have to.
You don't have to dance if you don't want to.
No.
Okay.
It's the part of their culture, so you cannot understand everything.
How did you explain it to yourself? This type of culture.
To myself.
Yes, let's say this is the top. From 0 to 10, how much did you accept it? You, and you.
Completely.
Completely?
Just reverting to the question before, it's not actually raw. We see it raw, but this is actually, we are sexual beings. Yeah, we are sexual beings. So we are all in this room because someone got sex. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a.
If it wasn't for this, we wouldn't be here. Okay.
It's a fact. It's a fact. So what we are here doing, we Western countries who are very developed and everything. When we see people who are sexually dancing, we're like, oh my God, that is disgusting. It's too much. Get a room. What are people actually doing?
Do you think this is hypocritical actually at the end?
It is. What are these people actually doing? They're celebrating their sexuality, which is a part of every human being. Every human being, literally. So they're the ones who are more developed in some cases than us, who are actually more educated and everything, but it's just expressing your sexuality because it is a part of you, whether you want to embrace it or not.
Yes.
So if you dance
from the 0 to 10,
if you're dancing dancehall, you
understand.
accepted it completely. That doesn't mean that you have to do necessarily all the moves that are very, very explicit.
Okay.
You're still respected. You accepted. You don't have to do it, but you can still respect it.
Yeah. So 10 for you. You?
Yeah. Definitely 10, but I would just continue this about the dancing. Like people taught us, the society taught us that if you feel, if you express yourself through your butt, that you invite somebody. Oh, so I dance like this, so somebody has to come here.
Important
No.
part.
I just like to dance this. That's all. Nobody. I like to jiggle. I like to jiggle. this. And nobody has to come here. You can come if I invite you,
Yes,
if I
yes,
want
yes,
you to
yes,
come,
yes,
but
yes, yes,
both is okay if you dance alone or with somebody. And I think the society taught us that, oh, you are ashamed because if I dance alone, but also if somebody comes, it's also shaming. So what? Like, what the
General
fuck?
body is like.
In
Yeah,
general- in general
it's really
body-
hard to talk.
Yeah, it's really hard to talk.
because
and
we are raised differently, and
Definitely.
but
Do you feel
but you.
judged in
I'm
some
just.
ways?
I talk about this also because I had very big experience with this, and they maybe remember because we had some performances. I was ashamed of sometimes even showing my arms, and
Okay,
like I really okay, girls. I don't feel good like to have top, to have like shorts. Hell no.
Okay.
We have to mix maybe something. And now, oh my God, people, what a freedom. And this is what when they said that everybody needs dancehall, they just don't know it. Maybe not like everybody needs dancehall, but some kind of freedom like this. But you can have it in dancehall. So. Just so yeah, 10 for me. 20.
And when you ask, do you feel
And
judged?
for her,
We are judged.
She's
not
the
even
last. I just want to see.
We
if
are
all
judged,
text-
but whatever people are
just wanna
judging in us, they're judging in themselves because it is taboo in their head. If we are so free about it and we are accepting it, it is, let's say, their problem because they're the ones who are not accepting it. So what Sarah said, it's also like when we say respect, I actually truly respect them for this because I'm actually not on the level of dancing like this and showing and being so free like this. So I
Okay,
truly
okay.
respect for like, wow, for being so open with your sexuality, with your body, with something that should be normal. But here in civilized world, we are kind of, making it taboo. Why? Why is this taboo? And this was what starts a lot of other problems. As we said, we all had, our parents had sex, and that's why we are here.
Yes.
So why we are judging this? We are judging our beginnings, our like
Yes, yeah,
how we are
The
made to
creates
this
our
world.
creation. Okay.
So this is literally a freedom of everything, of expression of human beings, of body, of everything. It's beautiful.
This is actually a story about double standards as well, because when you see people, okay, I can say us in Croatia, but when you see people dancing dancehall in very, very short shorts, in their bras and something like that, without bras, in tongue and things like that, you're like, oh my God, it shows too much skin, it's too much, it's too sexual, blah, blah, blah. But you're gonna go to the theater, you're gonna watch ballet dancers whose penises are actually, I can see the size of it, whether I want to see it or not. And girls have half of their vaginas out. This is not me, by the way, bashing ballet dancers. It should be normal because they have that clothes because it fits their movements. And that's what we do in dancehall. If I'm gonna move my hips, if I wanna whine, it's harder to whine like this than when I'm having less clothes on. So it just it's very logical.
Didn't know this.
But
Okay.
people don't even want to start to connect in things like with logic, but they're the first, the first reaction
So-
is just this is too much.
So if I want
Also the
to,
temperature in Jamaica.
if I want to,
So hot.
It's tropical. Do you know, by the way, one of the ways how they used to torture Jamaicans back then?
no.
They tortured them by
Maybe
forcing them to wear long sleeves when there is 40 to 50 degrees. That is a torture. So dancehall is a whole rebellion act to the things that happened way before.
This is really, I'm really so, girls, thank you a lot for these informations. I really didn't know, and I wanted to learn. So hopefully people now know and maybe see this differently. And when they see you, they kind of respect what you do, because I think the respect is missing. Like we're now talking about the problems. If we were maybe in some other country, France or Germany, we would not even talk about this probably, because we will know what is the culture. We come from the I can say one of my situations where I felt like, oh my God, where do we live? You know, a long time ago, I think maybe 15 years ago, 16 years ago, we called. It was my first event which we called someone from UK, and we called an MC. His name was Culture Freeman, and we went through Zagreb, walking, and went to this Kingston shop to see records, smoke spliffs, and there was a full choo-choo train of kids, you know, going through Zagreb, and when they saw him, all 60 went like this. You know, so this is the society where actually we come from. So I'm really glad that you came to the podcast and that you speak about this. And now I kind of understand it more.
Who are like close to dancehall music don't know so deep. We don't investigate, especially like dance, you know, dancehall.
I see how it's important. I see it, you know. I see on the. But now I kind of feel it. Yeah. So yeah, it's
so much more just behind the moves
and it's good to connect, like I said, you know, because if we celebrate the culture, you know, so I would like to understand. I don't know. I think myself that I kind of dedicated my life to this and to this music, and for me I really want to understand, so thank you for this. And for all the people watching, like I said before, you know, don't judge when you see it on the parties, and I hope more parties will come soon. This corona shit is totally...
Please.
Do you have a room where do you practice and do regularly stuff during the corona or no?
We all
the
have
streets.
toilets, we all have our
I cannot tell you anything. I'm sorry.
Okay, we can make a deal then, huh?
So, but actually we have like three, let's say, coaches of dancehall here. These are Andrea, Sara, and Vana. And they're actually when now the measures are out, but they're teaching outside. And when everything is normal, then they teach inside, and they have really amazing dance classes where they're talking about both culture and the music and the dance and everything. So,
For more information about Cromaicanz classes, you can visit Instagram Cromaicanz page. Thank you. No, but really, we have. No, we have two. Okay, let's take it back to basics. We didn't plan.
rewind.
As far as I remember, we didn't ever had a plan like we're gonna start a group, we're gonna teach, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Everything was very spontaneous. I didn't even know that I will be friends with these people, honestly. I thought that we're just dancing twice a week together. That's it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides her, we're friends since, I don't know, 8th grade.
Since
Yeah,
Tupac.
since elementary. But everybody else, yeah, exactly. But then when we started to realize that we love the music, we love the dance, blah, 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 what I mentioned before, people started to invite us to the parties and events. I'm missing something. Okay, then we realized we needed to train. And then, okay. And what I wanted to say, people started to approach us and to ask, can we learn this somewhere? Can we do this with you? And those questions were, they were more and more questions like that. And then we started to think about maybe it's stupid if we don't, if we do this only in our circle, what's the point?
Okay.
And then we started to think, okay, maybe let's try something like sessions. Let's start to have open sessions. Whoever comes, that's it. And then more and more people were interested. So it's maybe more structured because it will become chaos otherwise. And today we have 2 groups. We needed to divide people because there are people who are really into dancehall and kind of educated in it, and there are people who are completely beginners, like beginners in dancing. Yeah.
So you have to go everything through the relaxation and everything.
Exactly. So now we have a beginner and non-beginner group. It's every Saturday, and really everybody can join. For more information, you can find us on Instagram.
You can chill with us.
So maybe we can come for some, so you can also give us a little bit tips for our
Live.
Yes.
We need a man.
Okay.
We need a man in Croatia in the dancehall community. No pressure. No pressure.
One question for all. What do you think about Michael Jackson? You, and you.
He affected Bogle a lot. It was his role model, so I have to respect Michael Jackson. But I respect him not just because of it, but yeah,
okay.
Bogle was very inspired because of him.
Yeah, Michael Jackson, I think, inspired me maybe to get into the music and to see it differently. And yeah, but I mentioned him because I think he's maybe the greatest dancer ever. For me, if you ask me. He's now not here anymore, but so
inspired
respect,
a lot of
for my
Jamaicans.
MJ, respect. Shimona!
We actually have some presents for you. That's something common that we do for people.
Okay.
So a little bit sent from Jamaica in a very nice jar.
No
AK-47.
way.
And there are 2 rocks from thermal waters and seeds from baobab. It came from Senegal, so it's
No way.
yeah.
So nice.
Sorry,
Sorry,
it's from Senegal. The seeds from
The seeds are from Senegal, you have to see.
from
Sand
Senegal.
from Jamaica.
And 1 sticker for
Okay.
you.
Thank you so much.
We are all
This
migrant
is
souls.
Ah, nice.
so nice. Thank you, girls,
Thank you.
so much.
Can I smell the sand?
Yeah, does it smell like
There is a procedure. You need to put in your mouth and swallow it, so you are connected with Jamaica like this.
ate half of this.
Yes.
I can do it on the nose.
You can, however, just put inside.
the smell of Jamaica? And
Smell
Africa.
Jamaica. And Africa.
This is for the studio,
mama,
Robbie.
This is for the studio. So this
for the
is,
studio.
this is. But just I want to refer to one thing. Actually, if it wasn't for her that she came to the studio, this wouldn't happen. So actually, I'm really glad.
Okay, maybe for the end then we can show my favorite color.
It's the end.
It's the end, right?
So,
The beginning of the next one.
Never-ending
We
story.
can start with we can together. Oh, sorry. Maybe together we can do one step. Like, of course, now I have 10 out of 10 in my mind. So
There is a song.
there is a song 10 out of 10. So maybe you can play it and we can dance. I just want to explain before. So this is a step called 10 out of 10. It's a female step. And it's about showing that you are 10 out of 10. Wherever you look, you are 10 out of 10. So it's like, for me, that's why I also love dance. What I talked about, it's empowering for your body, for your mind, for your everything, for your soul. So we can show 10 out of 10 step now. Yes.
So it's 10.
Alta.
Šta? A masika, aha.
Yeah.
Now you need to find a woman in you, Robbie.
No.
We didn't talk about this, but just shortly. This is for the next podcast.
For the fourth.
And there is a big important reason behind this.
Valiosi se.
That's another podcast. That's for another podcast, and it's a really big theme and subject. But in Jamaica, the males can dance male steps, and females can dance female and male steps.
So I cannot dance.
Females.
Sorry, boy.
We will
I'm
explain
out.
this in
I'm
the next
out.
one.
I'm out.
Next, we need a new podcast.
Okay.
Big
Okay,
subject.
Let me just. You said something, and let me just defer everything to this. Yeah, this is why I said. This is one thing which I don't respect the culture. I just want to say why. Because I think for me it's kind of you see there is a freedom written there, and I think the freedom is what we need to have. So it doesn't matter, if it doesn't matter the color of your eyes and the colors of your skin, it shouldn't matter today. I don't want someone to get it. Don't get me wrong. You know, to get me. I don't want this. I'm not. I'm not.
Would explain about the
Yeah.
jiggle,
I just want to say that this is something that maybe on the next wave of dancehall music needs to change.
That's
because
what
it needs to
that's
be a
what
little bit-
like when we get asked about classes, you know, we have female and male classes, and we have to say it. We have to say this one will be female, this one will be male, and we say it. It's culture. It's the culture that says only females can dance both. You know, it's not us. So don't connect us with that. You know, I have my personal opinion, exactly what you said.
Yes.
But we respect the culture, and if we are doing what the culture is about,
Yes,
I'm
yes,
sorry,
this is
but
what
we
I
have to
agree
do
also.
it.
I
You know,
just
we
wanna
have to
make
do
it
it that
clear,
way.
yeah.
You know, I'm not a Jamaican from there who can say, yes, you can come to my female class. You know, you're a boy. If like Jamaican dancers can do that, you know, it's their culture. She can do that. She can start that or whatever. We gotta just respect the culture. So don't connect that with us, you know.
It's like on them to change this first, so then we can
Yes.
accept it. That's all because it's their culture. So we leave it to them.
And there's actually a whole story behind
Reason behind it.
a
Maybe
lot
quickly.
of reasons, because it's not that somebody one day just said, okay guys, you're never gonna dance female moves, and ladies, you're gonna do it. It's not simple as that. But
Yeah,
in the past, way in the past, when slavery was present in Jamaica, they were sexually torturing males
I
a
wanna hear
lot.
this, yes.
And it was the island in the Caribbean that was let's say
Marked.
that was marked with the sexual rape the most out of the whole Caribbean islands, and they were torturing and forcing
And
men
this I
to
never
force
knew.
each
This I
other.
never
Yes, so
knew.
they
So
are
neighbor
forcing
had to
men to
rape
men.
his neighbor or his brother or his friend or something, and it left a really, really dark mark in their country, in their history. So
I didn't know this.
that's
Okay,
why
okay,
it was,
okay,
you know,
okay. That's
it's something that so now I would like to have a dance as something that is free, and in my opinion everybody should dance anything because it's a dance. But who am I to judge? I didn't experience what they did, and I understand the older generations
Yes,
who still
I-
cannot overcome it.
Yeah, but I think they also I think they need to develop, like it's normal to develop, and I'm really hoping the next generation, you know, there is lots of artists. I don't know if you
Yes.
know, they're
Of course, they're gay.
they're gay, and some
Yeah.
children of some, you know,
Yes.
artists who invented Chichiman
Of course.
thing in the 90s, their kids are, you know,
Yeah.
yes.
But but what needs to happen first?
This needs to
They
change,
have
I
to
think.
stop robbing them, let them educate, because you cannot know these things without education.
Yes,
Because
yes.
dancers who travel abroad, who go on tours, a lot of them actually completely agree with us now. Everybody should dance anything.
Yes.
But
yes,
if I come
think
to my home, my old man will, you know, kill me if I start to whine or something.
Yeah.
So it will take time, but it will get
So I
there.
cannot work here.
No. In soca, you can do anything you want. That's another story.
Soca,
But
and in African you
I
can.
don't have material to do it. So.
Everybody have
That's another story.
That's just the vibe and the energy.
No.
Flat. No, I'm flat.
Any booty is a booty, so no, really.
I'm kidding. But yeah, so what, 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
So some explaining, or I just play the, or I just play
You
the.
can play and we will repeat, and then
Okay, hope
Yeah.
they will not catch us.
Anja can dance with
okay,
us.
big shout out to everyone who joined us live, and I think did we do some more fires? Okay, yes, we have a new.
Anja
friend.
dance.
We have a new one.
New.
Nah.
Put new. Big up to Goldo, ste počistili kuhinju.
Okay. I play.
Okay, microphone. Where can I put it?
We turn it off. Oh, my bad.
You know, I'm there, star. Board that there. Can't call over my girlfriend. Tell your pussy good that you get 10 out of 10. Up in a minute, now you spread out again. Whatever the good life that you make out of gem. I feel like you're close when you step out again. I just 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10. Put me the book and let me take out. Maybe I just 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10. Bubble party, what do you be? I want to them. I gotta tell you, them kind of feelings affect you. No, say you're independent, baby. What's some more? Anything you want, I will get good. Tell them say they heartless, no man no chest. You go with it, girl, you have to confess. Shift your jaws and you will have to undress. Tell your pussy good that you get 10 out of 10. Up in a me bed, me want you spread out again. Whatever you would like to make out of gem. I think I your clothes when you step out again. I just 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10. Put me the book and let me take out. Maybe I just 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10. Come in for the body, baby, I want to them. Slow and girl is so fine. Pussy make me come in no time. Ready again, up in a belly again. Girl, and you have the gold, man. You take it, you tack it, you lift it, you drop it. Me dip in my pocket, yeah. Me love it, no stop it. Me tell you, you got it, and I am a addict, yeah. Me love your body. You make me happy. You bring me joy when you sit down for me.
Kaki, pakai tuamos.
Open up me bed, me want you spread out again. Whatever the good life that you make out of gem. I think I your clothes and you step out again. I just 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10. Put me the book and let me take out the pen. I just 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10. Bubble for the body, baby, I want to them.
Smeta, hoćemo maknuti.
Up to the time, Cromaicanz!
Split for light, split so till they high. Talk a fly, create a guineas pile up in the sky. You wanna watch me like a spy, can't tell no shit. Just the man who want me qualify. All the time, driving me to the I'm not yet ready to let her. Tell them, this how you really need your man, different thing I want. Marshall and God, like a queen of love. When you see us,
Guarda, tutto.
I just the pressure we apply, we have to run it on. This is how you really need your man, different thing I want.
Cut!
See us in the club, see us in the lawn. I just the pressure we apply, we are him and we are say walking is a hot greens. Fuck me no business. With me a wrap up like my paper in a release. So it's a way, woman I see that on my business. Y'all breaking something to the tweet like the West Indies. But I'm y'all a rock like diseases. She'll do what you please, is what you buy. Take another leech, she's for party man in the dance. If you ever bust in a 20 pieces. Calling you releases on a film and bubble in a thesis. It's how you do it, you're a different thing I want. Marshall and God, tell us to create a song. See us in the club, see us in the lawn. I just the pressure we apply, we have to turn it on. This is how we really be, you're my different thing I want. Marshall and God, tell us to create a song. And when you see us in the club, see us in the lawn. I just the pressure we apply, we have to turn it on. 5 4 and come lock it up. So if that's the pan, you would block it up. If I would slap it up, if I would pop it up. Then search and can't find everybody laugh, yo. Because they laugh, not a buckle with a top. Promote all in friend, them a laugh, oh they laugh. Cha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Oh, them laugh. Cha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Tell them, this how you do me, you're my different thing I want. Marshall and God, they like a create a song. And when you see us in the group, see us in the land. I just
Aha. Eto, curke! Hvala! Sad samo da Murija ne dođe i osluči. Bio je jedan podcast kad su došli, ali došli su 45 minuta nakon, nikog nije bilo doma. Nikog nije više bilo ovdje, gledao sam kroz špijunku. Pa da. Ok, jesmo vani ili smo... Ekipa, greetings. Shout out, cure, dajte pe. Bum, 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 bum. Eto nas.
Ajme, super.
No more burger, no more wings. I the walk, leave Jamaica, reach a New York. I the walk, leave Jamaica, reach a New York. She's an African American, big bumper, come from the project. Wagwan baby, you look flawless. Me want pop after G-string draws there. Bumbo clot, blood clot, smile so pretty, yeah, girl you can't pass. Stand up brighter so when bad man attack, me want breed you, pick me one. God one style, girl love off with flex. Wicked in a bed, rated as the best. God one style, girl love off with flex. Wicked in a bed, rated as the best. Clean every day, we just to impress. Wagwan baby.